Good morning, students. Today we will deal with a poem, Barter, from our English literature written by Sarah Tisdale. Sarah Tisdale was born on 8th August 1884 and died in 1933. She was a well-known American poetess. Her two popular collections of poetry were Sonnets to Deuce, published in 1907, and Helen of Troy, published in 1911. Students, barter means exchange of things for something else without money. The poem Barter is a beautiful explanation of what life as a seller has to offer us. Next, look around you. You will notice that you are surrounded by loving relatives and friends and by wonderful things in nature, and that will surely warm your heart. Children, when you observe in your surrounding, you find your relatives, friends, and beautiful nature. Their presence obviously fills your heart with happiness. Now, let's read the first stanza of poem. Life has loveliness to sell, all beautiful and splendid things. Blue waves whitened on a cliff, soaring fire that sways and sings, and children's faces looking up, holding wonder like a cup. Here, the poet says, life has so many beautiful things for us and it is selling it to us. So the poet asks us to purchase and enjoy the magical moment when they are presented by life. As life is beautiful and we should enjoy everything the life gives us. When we view the beauty of nature, it fills us with positive thoughts. The poet talks about nature. And if you see blue waves, when it hit the cliffs, it get white. So that it is the beauty that nature is offering to us. Whenever you will visit a beach, you will find the blue waves raising and it hits the shore. And it turns into white in color. That is a beauty. Next, the fire is rising high, moving side by side. As the air moves, the fire also moves side by side. And it feels that it is singing. The poet says, the little children during their growing age are always looking up, means they are always looking towards their elders in wonder what will happen now. He is comparing the faces with a cup, okay, like holding wonder like a cup, means they are taking their future as wonder. As in a cup, we can hold anything like milk, sugar, tea, anything. In the same manner, the children's faces also wondering what will happen next. Now students, here we will learn to make the rhyming scheme of this stanza. Now what is rhyming scheme? The last word of each line will tell us what is rhyming scheme. So let's see how to make it. The last word of each line is sell, things, cliff, sings, up, cup. Now let's make the rhyming scheme. The words sell and things are pronouncing differently. That's why we will write sell as A and things as B. Then the next word cliff also pronouncing differently. So we will put it as C. Now we had written A, B, C. In the next line, now the next word is sings, rhyming with the next things. Sings and things, sings, things are pronouncing same. That's why we will write for sing also B, because we had written already things as B. So for sing also we will write B. Now the next words are up and cup, again pronouncing the same. So for it we will write another letter, that is D, 2 times for cup and for up. So every time we have to place a new letter for every different sounds. And if the sound is repeating, we will use the same letter. In this way, we have to make the rhyming scheme. So the rhyming scheme for this stanza is A, B, C, B, D, D. Now, we are going to learn one more thing here, that is the literary device used in the poem. Now, what is literary device? Literary device means something that makes poem different from prose. Prose means story. When we read a story and when we read a poem, both are different. So here we will learn about the literary devices used in the stanza. In this stanza, the literary device used is alliteration. Alliteration means when sound of any consonant letter repeats again and again in one line, then we call it as alliteration. For example, in first line, life has loveliness to sell. Life, the word starts with letter L, and loveliness also is the word starts with letter L. As both starts with the same letter L and are in one single line, therefore the literary device used over here is alliteration. Let's see the another example. See the line 4. Soaring fire that sways and sings. Here also in this line also there are three words. Soaring starts with S, sways again starts with S, and sings again starts with S. So I hope you understood now how to make the how alliteration is used. Another literary device used in this stanza is personification. Personification is used when we make non-living thing as a living thing. For example, in the line soaring fire that sways and sings, here we are saying, or the poet is saying, that fire is a non-living thing, but in this line the poet is saying fire is singing. So we call it as personification, as an example of personification. Let's go with the next stanza. Life has loveliness to sell, music like a curve of gold, scent of pine trees in the rain, eyes that love you, arms that hold, and for your spirit's still delight, holy thoughts that star the night. Here the poet wants to say that there is beauty in everyday things, such as music and tree. Music is like gold, as its beauty is valued by so many people around the world. Like gold is very precious in our life, similar is music. It makes us feel better, it makes us calm. Next, beauty is the fragrance of pine trees spread in rain, again a very attractive feature of nature. Next, she talks about the peoples in the surrounding, the eyes of our loved ones who always show us the affection and holds our arms, in every situation. Poet wants to say that from all these things nearby us, our soul becomes so peaceful that we feel very happy with the holy thoughts in our mind, and our night brighten with stars. Now let's make the rhyming scheme for this stanza. As the first line is ending with the same word sell as it was ending in first stanza, so the rhyming scheme rhyming word letter used for it will be same, A. Next word ends with gold, so it is E, the next letter. Then rain, again different, so it is F. Again hold, here will be right, we are going to write it for E, as it is sounding same like gold. Gold, hold, and for gold we had used E, therefore for hold also we will write E. Next words are delightful and night, delight and night. Delight and night is again the rhyming scheme used will be same. For that we will write G. So the rhyming scheme prepared here is A, E, F, E, G, G. Next, the literary device in this stanza. Again, alliteration is here. For example, in the first line, life has loveliness to sell. Life starts with L and loveliness again starts with L. And both are in same line. That's why alliteration. Another literary device in this stanza is simile. Simile, now what is simile? When we are comparing two things and we say one is similar to another, and when words like, as, and so are coming in line, so the device used is simile. For example, music like a curve of gold. We are comparing music with gold. We are saying that music is like a gold. That's why we can say that here the literary device used is simile. Now the last stanza of the poem. Spend all you have for loveliness, buy it and never count the cost. For one white singing hour of peace, count many a year of strife well lost, and for a breath of ecstasy, give all you have been or could be. Here, the poet is actually advising us and saying, spend everything you have to buy the beautiful things that make you happy and never count the cost. Whatever nature is giving, take it with open arm and in return, give your positivity. When you sing or listen the music for hours, you feel peace in every situation in your life. The moments of disagreement, strife means disagreement, the moments of disagreement in your life when we are not agreeing with others, just you have to throw it away, take it away, and take a deep breath of happiness by keeping away all fight moments. So at last, if you want to live happily and peacefully, keep away all bad things and have good things with you. Let's make the rhyming scheme for the stanza. As first line ends with loneliness, it is A, new sound, and in last stanza, we left with G. So here for loveliness rhyming, sound will be H. Next is cost. So for that we will write I. For peace we will write J. Lost again, then I. As cost lost, sound same. Okay. Next is ecstasy, and the last word is could be. So ecstasy and B are sounding same. That's why we will write K for both. So the rhyming scheme prepared is HIJIKK. Now we will deal with the literary device. The literary device is, the first we are getting in this stanza is alliteration. For example, in the second line, buy it and never count the cost. Count starts with C and cost starts also with C. So it is an example of alliteration. So children, at last, the poetess ends the poetry with a positive thought. She asks the readers to actually think about the nature, that how nature opens its arm and holds us. In return, we should opt barter system and give our positivity by looking the bright side of things, remaining cheerful in every situation, and help to spread the joy to others as well. With this, I end up here.